In the quiet solitude of their existence, your person is currently engulfed in a profound silence. Yet, beneath this calm exterior, a storm of stress and anxiety rages. They are grappling with feelings of intense longing and regret, missing you to an extent that words can barely encapsulate. The realization has dawned upon them that their actions towards you were unjust, and you were undeserving of the treatment meted out to them. This understanding has come too late, however, and now they are left with nothing but remorse and a yearning to make amends. Every day, as the sun rises, bringing with it a new dawn, they contemplate reaching out to you. The thought of sending you a text crosses their mind, a simple message that could perhaps bridge the chasm that has grown between you two. But each time, they are held back by the fear of rejection. The mere thought of their message being ignored, of their words falling on deaf ears, fills them with a crippling anxiety. This fear of rejection is a constant companion in their solitude, a reminder of the consequences of their past actions. When they chose to walk away from you, they never anticipated the repercussions of their decision. They never thought that their decision would lead to such a prolonged period of silence, a time when you both would exist without sharing words, thoughts, or feelings. This silence, which they once thought would be a respite, has now become a haunting reminder of their loss. They are overwhelmed by their emotions for you, emotions that they perhaps failed to acknowledge when you were around. These feelings, which they had once taken for granted, are now all-consuming, leaving them drowning in a sea of regret and longing. They have never truly moved on from you, from the memories of your time together, from the genuine kindness and love that you showed them. Now that you have grown up, matured into the person that you are, they yearn to return to you. They long to be a part of your life again, to share in your joys and sorrows, to be there for you like they once were. But they also understand that they have a price to pay for their past actions. They are paying the ultimate price for disrespecting you and dishonoring the connection that you both shared. They are being held accountable for their actions, for the pain that they caused you. This realization, while painful, is also a necessary part of their journey towards redemption. Your person is willing to slow down, to take a step back, and do anything to be with you again. They are ready to face their fears, to confront their past, and to make amends for their mistakes. The pain of separation, the agony of living without you, has become unbearable for them. They now realize that they undervalued you and overvalued themselves, which was their biggest mistake. They are filled with regret and longing, hoping for a chance to make things right. They understand that they cannot change the past, but they are willing to do everything in their power to make up for it. They are ready to face the consequences of their actions, to pay the price for their mistakes, and to do everything in their power to win back your trust. They are left with nothing but the hope of reconciliation, the hope of a second chance. They are willing to wait, to endure the pain of separation, in the hope that one day, they will be able to make amends and be a part of your life again. This is their journey, a journey of self-realization, of understanding, and of redemption. A journey that they hope will lead them back to you. Are you still upset with me? I can sense it, deep within my heart. Even when you put on a brave face and pretend that everything is fine, I can feel the tension. It's as if a silent storm is brewing between us, a storm that only I can perceive. I can't help but feel a pang of regret every time I think about it. The memory of our last conversation is still fresh in my mind. I remember the date, the words of gratitude we exchanged, and the heavy silence that followed. It's a memory that haunts me, a reminder of the rift that has formed between us. Every time the thought of losing you crosses my mind, it feels like a sharp knife piercing my heart. It's a pain that I wouldn't wish upon anyone. It's a fear that keeps me awake at night, a fear that I struggle to put into words. The thought of a world without you is unbearable, a world devoid of your laughter, your kindness, and your love. Each morning, I wake up with a prayer in my heart. A prayer for us, a prayer for our relationship. I pray that we may grow together, that we may learn from our mistakes and become stronger as a result. I pray that we may let go of our anger and resentment, and allow love and time to heal our wounds. Despite the challenges we're facing, I remain confident in us. I believe in our bond, in our connection. I believe that you are my soulmate, and that our relationship has the strength to overcome this dark phase. I deeply regret the actions that led to your sadness. In my ignorance, I didn't realize the consequences of my actions. I didn't realize that by hurting you, I was also hurting myself. It was as if I was cutting the branch I was sitting on, oblivious to the fall that awaited me. You are my Estelle, my guiding star. You are the inspiration that fuels my dreams, the motivation that drives my actions. You are the light that brightens my darkest days, the beacon that guides me home. I've come to realize that I don't want to be a player anymore. What we have is beautiful, a bond that is rare and precious. If I have offended you in any way, I ask for your forgiveness. I ask that you accept me, flaws and all, for I am willing to change for you. I am willing to become a better person, a person worthy of your love. When I first met you, I had no idea how much you would change my life. Little did I know that you would become the queen of my heart, the woman who would show me the true meaning of love. I love you, my angel. With you, I have found everything I need in a woman. You are loving, strong, and incredibly resilient. You are the embodiment of everything I admire in a woman. I am grateful for the divine intervention that brought us together. After years of prayers, my pleas were finally answered. You are the answer to my prayers, the dream that became a reality. I am truly blessed to have you in my life, and I promise to cherish and respect you, today and always. In the moment they chose to walk away, you were enveloped in an aura of high priestess energy. This energy, a symbol of wisdom and independence, propelled you to embark on a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. They had never anticipated this. In their mind, you were always the one who would chase, who would seek reconciliation. But you surprised them. You chose a different path, a path of self-love and self-respect. Your growth has been significant, both emotionally and spiritually. You have evolved, matured, and learned to value yourself. The magnetic pull that once drew you towards them has weakened. You no longer feel the desperate need to be with them, to be validated by them. You have learned to validate yourself, to love yourself. However, as you moved away, they found themselves being pulled towards you. The roles reversed. They are now experiencing an obsession towards you, stronger than ever before. Your partner, who once took your presence for granted, is now yearning for you. They miss your laughter, your voice, your touch. In your absence, they feel a void, a sense of something missing. They are incomplete without you. They are being drawn back to you, their home. Your presence is what your partner craves, especially now. They long for your conversations, your companionship, your love. They have had a major realization about who you truly are. They now see you in a new light. They understand your worth, your importance in their life. They aspire to be seen as a king in your eyes. They want to be your protector, your supporter, your equal. They want to be someone you can be proud of, someone you can rely on. However, they are also grappling with frustration towards themselves. They regret taking this relationship for granted. They regret not valuing you when they had the chance. They regret their mistakes, their shortcomings. But amidst this regret and frustration, there is hope. Hope for a new beginning, hope for a second chance. You possess a unique ability to influence your partner. Your strength, your independence, your self-love inspires them. It pushes them to strive to be the best version of themselves. They are preparing to come forward, transformed and ready for a new beginning. They want to prove to you that they have changed, that they have learned from their mistakes. They want to show you that they are worthy of your love, your trust. As I immerse myself in the rhythm and melody of the music, an extraordinary sensation washes over me. It's as if we are engaged in a profound conversation, not through words, but through the harmonious language of music. This unique form of communication, where emotions and thoughts are conveyed through melodies and rhythms, is a first for me. It's a dialogue that transcends the conventional boundaries of verbal exchange, creating a connection that feels both intimate and profound. In the past, whenever you fell silent, I would instinctively reach for my instrument, hoping to fill the void with music. But this time, it's different. I don't feel the urge to play for you when you've gone silent over me. I understand now that your silence isn't an absence of words, but a space for reflection and understanding. It's a silence that speaks volumes, revealing more than words ever could. I implore you not to harbor any resentment towards me. You've always been so kind and considerate, so much so that I mistakenly thought you needed or wanted something from me. I was such a fool that I couldn't comprehend the depth of your kindness. I misinterpreted your actions, failing to see that your kindness was not a means to an end, but a reflection of your genuine nature. The problem, I realize now, was within me. I was quick to point fingers, to lay blame on others for my own shortcomings. I unfairly held you responsible for everything, even though the fault was mine. Even when I wasn't always the best person, even when I let my flaws overshadow my virtues, you never ran away. You chose to stay, to weather the storm with me. Instead of turning your back on me, you sat back down, displaying a patience that I had not anticipated. You allowed me the space and time to process my overwhelming emotions, to confront my challenges head-on. You stood by me, a pillar of support, as I navigated the tumultuous sea of my emotions. Your maturity took me by surprise. You were far more understanding and patient than I had initially given you credit for. I truly appreciate the immense effort you put in to make things work out. You invested your time and energy, hoping to bridge the gap between us. But I was blind to your efforts, oblivious to your sacrifices. It wasn't until you were gone that I realized the extent of your commitment. In retrospect, I understand that our relationship was a journey, a learning experience. It was a chapter in our lives that taught us valuable lessons about understanding, patience, and love. And although it has ended, its impact lingers on, shaping our present and influencing our future. The memories we created, the moments we shared, they are all a part of who we are today. And for that, I am eternally grateful.